Okay, what we're looking at here is an RF. This is a Sega Genesis Model 2 playing Sonic the Hedgehog. And we're looking at an older Sony LCD screen or Samsung LCD screen. And I don't know if you can capture all of the interference going on. So right now, this is plugged into an official Sega. I think it's a 16. I don't have the correct part, but this is the RF shield, and I'll take a picture of it later. But that's the RF cable going in. So what I did on this is I'm going to unplug this RF cable. And what I did is I took the RF cable, which is here, and I soldered in composite. Now, out of these, I found that the red acts as a reset, so it's probably sending 5 volts, but the white and the yellow's video, and it goes right into the side video, and then as long as you don't hit with that red, otherwise it's going to reset. And then the white, and I'm going to probably desolder the red there. So let's go back. Now look at the screen. Oh, it did in fact hit there and reset it, but the picture is noticeably better like this. So what you do is you take this cable, and you can see the 4 wires coming in there. You got a black, yellow, red, and white. And you could pull that. You can simply pull that. But what I did is just for testing, I threw it on the other side. And you can see here, I soldered in the red, yellow, white, and then ground from each of those into the ground pin, which is the black one. And with that, you now have composite Sonic the Hedgehog. Go ahead and start. And so now it's outputting composite. So I might modify this further, might make some changes, but right now you're getting composite out of an old RF signal. So a couple things you could do is you could route this onto the other side so it goes right out that jack. So you drill out that jack and then you put that cabling through it. It's possible to do it that way, and then you could wrap it back up in its cover so it looks real nice and neat and everything, when you're finished. Another thing you could do is you could just take this cable and that cable, and you could just cut them and solder them all together, put heat shrink, and you'd be done, and it'd still look really nice, and you'd have a really nice cable coming out. And the picture is far superior to what you would get otherwise, so out of the RF. And this is a really easy step to do if you want to make your own composite cable. Now, I've heard there's other cables. I'll try some of those, but the picture is noticeably different. There's a lot less interference this way, and this is just using that Sega RF box. So there might be different RF boxes for the Sega Genesis. I'm not sure about that, so somebody might take a look into that. But otherwise, it seems to be doing pretty good, and the video is noticeably better than what it was.